It's a big day today. Today's the day that I, ceremonially at least, become French. I thought I'd take you along to see what it's like to get a ceremony of becoming French. I had other plans for today, for how I was going to share this. I'll tell you more about that later. But first, I'm going to get coffee with my physical trainer. I've had a trainer for the last, I think, 6 months, and he just came to Paris. Then I'll meet a special guest for lunch, and then that special guest and I are going to go and get Frenched. Well, he's not going to get Frenched. I don't think he's ever going to get Frenched, if I'm being honest. Every year they have a certain number of citizenship ceremonies that they run, and I couldn't find out very much about it, like how many they have and when exactly they are. Otherwise, I would have known that this was coming sooner. But basically, about a month ago, I got a letter in the mail that said, hey, your ceremony is at this time, this place. If you haven't turned in your stuff already, like your old titre séjour, the thing that proved that you're allowed to live here, you need to do that. And also, they gave me a form to declare if I have multiple personalities, multiple passports, multiple nationalities. Is that a warning sign of something? Just missing my sister's contribution. Go get lunch and then go get, I don't know what this ceremony is going to be like. I will tell you everything about what my French citizenship ceremony is like because I have a feeling they might be different between place to place. Side note, they're opening this in 3-ish weeks. December 7th and 8th is when the opening ceremony is going to be. I don't know what that means for the public.
Opening ceremony?
Yeah, they're having 2 days of opening ceremonies.
So more than the Olympics?
Yeah, actually,
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And maybe with the Pope.
Are they going to get Lady Gaga again?
I hope so. Yeah, I actually don't. I think that they might burn the church back down if she walks through the gates. But anyways, it's really exciting. They're going to get it open in 2024, which nobody was sure they'd be able to do. So looking forward to that. Good timing. Come French, walk back into Notre Dame soon. I was kind of hoping that this would be in Hôtel de Ville, the main mayor's office, because I've never been inside of it before. But we're doing it in the same place that I had my interview, which is a little bit, it's kind of a grungy police station, but you know, whatever. It can't always be peak ceremonial.
It's in a police station?
Yeah.
Is that just in case something kicks off?
This could be a sting, actually. This is how they arrest us.
Hey.
I'm not sure what I'm going to be allowed to film in here, but I do remember coming in here for my interview and thinking, this place is depressing.
We have not suddenly transported to the Soviet Union.
No.
Even though this looks like...
Oh, first drink I've had in 10 days, I think.
Mine in 24 hours.
Cheers.
Welcome to France.
Thanks.
As if I'm the person welcome.
Yeah, I was going to say thank you, foreigner. That's nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
On being French.
As soon as I found out that this was going to be happening in the police department in the same building that I'd done my interview, my expectations for ceremony were significantly reduced. He didn't have any idea, so he thought we were going to be like welcomed by like warm wood and sculptures and maybe the mayor of Paris herself. But.
Well, I filmed for my TV shows that I did back in the day, like in really nice sort of amphitheater sort of public buildings.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's going to be one of those. What I thought was it was going to be like us sitting around, like the guests, watching you, kind of not like be knighted, like where you bend down and you get the fucking. But I thought it was going to be.
Maybe we get to at least walk up and like receive something, and they'd be they acknowledge you individually.
Yeah, something like that. I thought it was, and then we would be sat around in like an amphitheater style thing, and.
It was not that at all. Nope. Basically, we were in an elongated interrogation room, really sterile lighting.
It looked like an 80s office.
It was pretty grim.
With the, the ceiling like the fake ceiling with the squares.
It actually started the most French way possible, which was we got to the 3rd floor and then they told us to get into 2 separate lines to go to a window, un guichet, to like turn in some paperwork. So we had to do paperwork to get started, which is how we started. And then once we got through that, we went to another room, which was the holding pen that we were in, to watch a video on Windows XP running on Windows Media Player, which is a nice throwback to 2011. And then one of the guys from the police department came and read us a nice speech that basically recapped everything that was in the video. And then we got to line up to take selfies with the bust of Marine, which is the symbol of the Republic.
Turn the passport the other way around. The other way around.
But the nice thing
Not
was...
Marine.
Marianne. Whoops, Marianne. The room Marianne. Didn't you...
Oh, the Freudian slip.
Whoops.
Good work on becoming French.
Already in there. So anyways, we got our selfies taken and I got to write into the livret d'or. There was like a little guest book where people were writing. Some people took a very long time.
As if it was an Airbnb. Here's a little guest book.
Thank you for stopping in.
You're gonna put your Instagram handles.
At least now they have my signature on file for when they want to inter me in the Pantheon later, so that's good. And yeah, honestly, overall, underwhelming. Like it was such a French bureaucratic, like they're just getting it done kind of thing. But I did have a couple of moments that were really nice. I liked when he said, you know, just remember this day is the day that you chose France and France chose you. I think that's really cool. They highlighted like you asked to be a part of this and we said yes. And then standing in front of Notre Dame earlier to get the photo, the thumbnail for this video, and like Notre Dame's about to open back up. It's such a heart of France and of the Paris experience in so many ways. And I still haven't had a full emotional revelation to this, but like I've been working, this has been my goal since I moved back here. It's been my goal for like a decade to get to this point.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, if it's anything like when I get to my goals, it'll
You
be
have
like
goals?
Yeah, I know, weirdly enough, but it'll be another year where something will remind you of this moment, and you'll be like, oh, there it is. Like I actually managed to do that because I'm
100%.
Yeah, I'm the same sort of thing. Like if I reach a goal, I'm like, oh, I want to perform in this venue, and I perform it. In the immediate aftermath, I'm just like, well, that was another show.
There it was.
This is another day.
Even though I don't want to have kids, every time they said this on the paperwork that I signed when I finished my interview, and he said it in his speech that like if you ever have children, this is a gift you're giving to them as well.
Yeah, see, I found that interesting because I'm not sure that's the case, but maybe it is. I mean, maybe
if you have a French parent, then you can apply for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but a French parent born in France.
No, but now we're naturalized. I think.
Yeah,
that's...
but like as the UK, for example.
No, because there's no birthright citizenship. It doesn't matter where you're born. If you're born here and you leave, you still have to apply for citizenship later.
Yeah, but what I mean is like, for example, the UK, there's no birthright either, but you can only become British if your parent is British but born like not naturalized. Like
interesting.
Yeah, so
but I don't think that's the case here. I'm pretty sure once you have the right.
One of the questions in your citizenship test.
No, that definitely was not a question. But it was a thing that they signed. It's like it's a heritage now that belongs to me. Like I have the right to pass it on.
So Jay, I've not told you this is happening.
Okay.
But it's happening.
Yes, sir.
So in order to become French.
Oh God. Do you have a snail in your pocket? You're gonna make me eat?
No. But
You're trying to help me over here? I can't hear you mouthing it. I don't remember.
Mayotte. I'm taking your dossier and I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Paul just sprung a pop quiz on me to see if I could keep my nationality. I'm gonna put the whole thing up on Patreon because there's no way I'm keeping it in my vlog. Funny thing is, this packet is basically nothing but instructions on what to do next. I forgot there was a letter from the president in here. That's very nice. Like how to get your national identity card, how to register your family for stuff, whatever. How to get your passport, all the admin stuff that I did months ago. And then it's got a copy of the Constitution, Bill of Rights. It's all very pixelated graphics, and a copy of the Marseillaise, which I still never have taken the time to fully memorize. Like that was on my list of things to do before this ceremony. I was like, oh man, if they make me sing, to have this memorized. I know the tune. We'll get there. Anyways, it's a pretty underwhelming packet. It was really nice to have Paul along as my date. I was only allowed to bring one person with me, so it was really nice to have him along. Very nice of him to grab me a champagne as well. Thanks, man. So I actually have a team meeting. I also have to go get Cooper out. He's been home alone for a while now. So go spring him, have a team meeting, and then head out for drinks with friends to celebrate, pass around a bunch of little French flags, and we'll see if any of the French people can pass Paul's quiz, because if they can't, then I guess he's never going to return this to me. Wait a second. Escargot of the sea.
That was good.